Hi everyone, this is Koren, and I'm here in my podcast exploring what holds us back in life. And today I really have a very special guest. But before, I'm going to do slightly longer introduction than the usual. I just want to give tiny background to the people that didn't hear those podcasts before. So I'm a singer-songwriter that took one suitcase and a dream and came to London to fulfill my dream to become international singer-songwriter. And I had objections from family and rejections, but I made it to extent as we're all the time growing and growing. And that's why we have experts in life to help us achieve our goals. And it can be from just losing weight, being happy, find our love. So I said that the introduction will be longer than usual. So last year, in January, my beautiful friend said to me, Talia, I want to give you as a gift 3 days workshop with Mahima. So I said, right, who is Mahima? I didn't know who is Mahima. Can you imagine? And I Googled and I liked what I saw. And I said, why not to get a gift at the beginning of the year? A boost of motivation. Although I am not always like a person that likes group work, I like individual work, but what can I lose? So I came there with open mind, and it just took few hours that my heart was warming to see this lady that, beside being a bestseller and transformational coach, she owned the stage. And you know that I love the stage, but this lady, she owned the stage. But what I love about her is her energy, authenticity, and honesty. So I'm so privileged to have you. Welcome, Mahima.
Thank you so much. What a joy to be here, everyone. I'm just excited and honored to be able to spend the time with these beautiful ladies and yourself, this beautiful lady and yourself. So thank you for having me here. I'm just thrilled and excited. Thank you.
That's wonderful. So we will start to get warm up because I know that you are unstoppable as you help us to be in your workshop. But let's just explore what holds us back in life in the most general, basic way.
Okay, I don't know if I can do general and basic, but I'm going to give it my best shot.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
I
sure.
have the tendency to just start going deep.
I know.
Okay, so there's the main thing that holds us back in life is ourselves. It is ourselves. It is our belief systems, what we believe about ourselves and what we believe about the world. I didn't know this until I had the privilege of somebody showing me how I was holding myself back. But before that, I was in victim mindset, love. I blamed everybody for what was happening to me. I blame my ex-husband for feeling bad emotionally and feeling unlovable and, and feeling confused about my vocation because I sort of quit this amazing job to follow him, to around the world. So I felt resentful to him. I felt upset with my mom and my stepfather for what I felt like wasn't the love and support I needed. So before I discovered that the only thing that holds you back is you and how you see yourself and how you therefore see the world, because how you see yourself is a reflection of how you see the world, right? So that's what holds us back. Yes,
Okay.
ourselves, our
Okay.
own thoughts, feelings, and not taking charge of them, remaining in victim mindset, thinking it's someone else's reason that you aren't feeling fulfilled or happy,
Yeah.
right? And whether we blame our husbands, our kids, our bosses, our, whoever, the government, the society, we can't take charge of anything. So if anyone here listening is feeling like, look, I'm so done with what's happening in my life right now, and you want to get to the next level, the first thing you need to do is take full and total ownership of the fact that you have a free will and you make choices, and those choices have consequences on your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was great introduction, but let's go now one step farther, because obviously when I was in the workshop, as a person that has a bit of experience in this world, I took what I had to take. It's natural; we all have to take. So I like to go back to the book that you wrote. You gave us a book, a PDF when we registered, and two things. First of all, I want to ask you a question. Obviously, to all the viewers, I really recommend you to read this book, to understand how a person took charge of her life from really difficult background. And we're not going to enter to the abuse and all those details, but my main question is, do you think that all what you've been through in your childhood gave you a fuel and the hunger to be where you are now, or it took you years actually to overcome them, all those things? As you said, you did hold yourself back, or do you think it was a fuel from young age?
So it's a combination. So I'm fortunate to have had, let's say, a workshop like the one I'm offering. At the age of 22, I found myself in a ashram in India. Very random. I was
Yeah.
not on any kind of search. I was not on into meditation. I wasn't looking for a teacher. I was not aware of this world of personal growth at all. I was completely asleep, completely in my victim mindset, and life, I believe, leads us to what we need, and that this is happening all the time. But the more you're aware of it, the more you can play with it, and the more you can have fun with understanding that I call it you're living in a friendly universe that wants nothing more than to support you, right? And if you think about it, from the moment the egg and the sperm got together, there was a process that involved, like this magical process that was, it's like you're made, for growth. So you started growing in the womb of your mother, and everything in that womb is set up for you to flourish, right? Then you get born into this planet Earth, right? And everything is set up. The air we breathe, the food we eat, the whole ecosystem is made for us humans to be here and to grow and thrive. So I honestly know from my personal experience that things happen in my life to try to push me to my best self. And if I start understanding this, which happened to me at 22 years old, I woke up from my victim mindset
Right.
in my first meditation, where I was able to have experiences that is hard to describe to people,
Yes.
because
Yes.
unless you've had that experience, it sounds a bit weird, right?
That's right.
But
That's
yeah,
right.
so
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
happened is I basically felt inner peace. I felt like my ego mind stopped
Yeah.
turning, and I could relax and just be myself. And it was a
Mm.
very profound experience for me, which led me to I need to know more about meditation.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
started meditating very deep, a lot, basically.
Yes. Yes.
And I
Yes.
believe I found my calling when I found meditation and I found this
Mm.
personal growth path. So
Yeah.
then I could start observing myself in a new way. I could
Yes.
start observing myself, understanding what was really going on, which is,
Mm.
yes, I do have thoughts that create certain feelings, that
Yeah.
create certain actions, right?
Yeah.
And once I could take charge of that fact that my thinking was creating my feelings, was
Yeah.
creating my actions, I could start stirring my life into a new direction.
Mm.
So, coming from victim mindset, coming from poverty mindset, coming from a culture of, I call it a hate culture because,
Yeah.
Zimbabwe was in the hands of apartheid until
Yes.
I was
Yes.
8 years old. So
Mm.
I grew up with segregation and separation, right?
Wow.
I grew up with the mindset of, white people are allowed to go here and black people can't go there.
Wow.
I grew up in a culture that wasn't very conducive to connection, unity, love, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, my own family went through their own crises
Yes.
dealing
Yes.
with that
Yes.
kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah. Yeah.
situation. So yes, so I would say it started with a young age. I'm about to turn 50. I keep on saying it's about to happen. It's, in March,
It's I'm
but I'm
over
not
it.
there
I'm
yet,
over
but
it. I'm over it.
I'm getting there. So I've been on this path for a long time, and
Mm,
I've been
mm.
able to create phenomenal shifts in my life. I've been able to create beautiful things I could never have imagined to create. And I know that it's because of the education I got around myself
Yes,
development.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's go to one step deeper because it's important. A lot of my viewer are musicians as well,
Okay.
like myself, and I know you love music and
I love
dancing. You were
music.
so
Yes.
great, and that was one of the real fun in the workshop. So as someone that as well over 50, and I know that I'm in a way responsible for what hold me back all those years, and my song Beauty of the Duty chorus saying the only thing that holds you back is you. So obviously I have a personal interest. So in your workshop, one of the things that really made me understand, highlight to me, that it can be many different things that hold us back. It's not necessarily confident, because you can have confidence but still self-sabotage. So for example, I remember that you spoke about that being too perfectionist
Mm,
can hold you back,
mm.
which I'm the master of it. And what I want you, if you can share with us, when you told us that about your last book, and you asked us if we read it, a lot of us didn't read it before the workshop, and I also didn't read it, but I really enjoy reading it after. But how do you feel when, not all the projects that we do in life work as we plan them? Not every workshop that you do maybe be successful as the one that I've been, not every book, not every video. So when something like that happened to you, now where you are, because you have so much knowledge, does your mind start to ask, okay, it didn't work here. What did hold me back? Did something hold me back? Did I do something wrong? Was I too perfectionist and lost the essence? Or you just say, right, sometimes it's to be in the right place at the right time. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I want to know from someone like you that has so much knowledge, how do you deal when you find that you haven't succeeded, maybe? Okay, the stage is yours.
Okay, so success is very relative, right? So what I find with success is that there are waves. There's waves. Okay, so there is so you get to define by knowing the potential that's inside of you you know, if you are at the level of success that you deserve, that you want, that you're looking for, you get to define that, nobody else, right?
I got
I
goose
do,
pimples.
yeah.
Sorry.
I did. So that's how I define success. It's
Yeah,
about I'm
yeah,
feeling like, have I got all of the juiciness that's inside of me out,
yeah,
right? And I feel like if I ask myself that question honestly, no, I'm still untapping. I'm still
yeah,
untapping. So I
yeah.
want you to think of it as a seed that's growing. Okay?
Mm,
And let's say you put a seed in the earth and that's your potential. And
yeah,
then it starts growing. And at one point it pushes through the earth and it starts to grow. And, you know, I feel like the ultimate level that we all want to reach to be a big apple tree with loads of apples on it,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
lots of
yeah.
abundance. That's like the ultimate of, okay, I've got all my potential out. Other people can come and enjoy. There's lots of apples to go around, and we'll know that there'll be another season of apples all of the time,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
you have matured to that point. So I think that success is an unfolding
Mm,
that
mm,
continues.
yeah,
So it's not a one-time result you create and that's the end of it, right? It is a wow, cool. This, you know, set a first step. What does success look like for you? So for me, from the age of 40, I realized that I was not living even half of my potential.
yeah.
I was not even on 30%. That's what I
Mm,
realized.
mm,
Even with
mm,
all of this early wisdom from my teachers,
yeah.
for what I knew I had locked inside of me, I felt like, where am I? I'm not even on
Mm,
30%. So that's when I started to set more intentional goals, like writing my book, like starting my company, like, you know, creating my formula, creating, like really getting going. Like I have
yes.
milestones, right?
Yeah.
The first milestone I set was for 45. Like by 45, I want my life, my coach Lisa taught me this. I want my life to be unrecognizable. I want to wake up
Wow.
and I want to look around and I don't want to see anything what I'm seeing right now.
Right.
Okay. And
Right.
but what do I want to see? I want to see like I've written a book. I'm doing workshops and touching more people's lives. I've created a tribe and a community. So I had a very clear vision of what success at
Right.
my
Right.
45th birthday needed to look like, right?
Right.
Once
Right.
I hit that goal, I set another goal for my 50th birthday, right?
Okay.
And I don't assume that I'm going to be in my body. Like this is an arrogance that many people have. I'm saying
Yeah.
if I have the grace to be in my body with, you know, with
Yeah.
this birthday, this is what I want. I want to feel this. I want to see this. I want to know this. I want to have experienced this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's for me success is being able to create to set. I don't call it goals. I say what result do you want to create
Yeah.
that's going to
Yeah.
let your system know you have succeeded, right? And we need concrete results, not just emotional ones.
Of
Emotional
course.
results are great, and that's a
Yeah.
great feeling to want to have. But you also want to know in a concrete form, what does that look like, right? So that's for me what success is. It's a continuous unfolding. For example, before Corona hit, we were on the height of our
Yes.
success,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Traveling around the world, creating a multiple seven-figure business a year in revenue, you know, touching many people's lives and just
Yeah.
like living a life that was like, wow, this was in
Yes.
my head and now it's happening.
Yeah.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
then boom,
Yeah.
Corona hit. And oh shit, what
Yes.
what the
Yeah.
hell happened to my 50th birthday
Yeah.
plan? You know, like what's that going to look like now, right? So but luckily for me, I did hit like I would say 90% of what I wanted to accomplish already. So I'm okay. I can go into my 50th very proud of myself. I
Yeah.
stayed very laser focused and I hit a lot of things, right? Which I wanted to do. So that's for me how it goes.
Mm,
Now we
mm.
need to reinvent ourselves, right? Now we
Exactly.
need to
Yeah.
dig deep again,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Dig deep
Yeah.
again and say, how committed are you to serving? How committed
Hmm.
are you
Hmm.
to be in service? Because that's really what it's all about. And whether you are a musician, you got to find something to do with your talent, which is not just about you. Because
Yeah.
as long as it stays just about you, the motivation can lack But if you
That's
can
right.
make it about a mission that you're excited about the people that are going to listen to your music, the transformation you're going to create with the music, there needs to be a link to a bigger
Absolutely.
game that's not
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah.
And if you have that, that's you can draw endless supply of motivation from that.
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
that's for me success. Success is to keep going no matter what.
Of course. But okay. But so but does it happen here and there that you do a project that doesn't succeed? That's
Well,
what I want to know. A tool that if you don't succeed, is it just okay, you're saying, okay, I keep going, it didn't work. Do you self-analyzing, oh, what did hold me back here,
100%.
why did
100%.
this project was not, that's what my
Oh,
real
yes. Oh, yes.
question.
100%.
And yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
want to know
So
before we are
the past does not get to define the future. But
okay.
if you don't understand what has happened here,
Yeah,
you are probably going to create it again. So
yeah,
yes, I 100% believe that when things don't go quite according to plan, you need to go back and have an honest conversation with yourself
yeah, yeah,
about what decisions did you take, what things
yeah,
did you do that led to all of this, what was in your hands that could have been done differently, right?
right,
And
right,
sometimes you feel like I've done, there's nothing I could have done. This is the
that's
outcome
right.
of what I
Yeah,
have done everything in my power that I could have done. And this is one of the best feelings when actually things
yeah,
don't go according to plan. And I always say that to our team when we're doing events and all of this, right? As long as we do our best, we can walk
exactly,
away from this with our heads high and
exactly.
feeling good about ourselves, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's all you can do is your best. But if you
exactly.
know that you were sloppy, you know that you weren't disciplined, you know that you didn't focus, you know that you kind of dropped the ball, then of course you need to take ownership of that so
That's
that you
right,
can make
that's
sure
right.
that you are able to move forward and creating a different reality.
Mm,
So
mhm.
yes, it is about owning what has happened, what went wrong, and having a good look at how you showed up. And sometimes you're going to go like, I'm sorry, but I gave it my all.
Yes,
There is
yes,
nothing I could
yeah,
have done
yeah, yeah.
differently. So
Mm,
I need to accept this was the result that was going to be, because we're working with the universal power here, and some things are just going to
exactly.
go the way they're going to go, right?
Yeah.
But if there's anything where I know, there
Mm.
you could have
Yeah,
done
yeah,
better,
yeah, yeah,
then own it
yeah,
and tweak your actions and move forward.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. And how do we deal with that perfectionism? Because on one level, we need to have the best product. What
Yes.
is the thin line when you know, right, enough, the mix in my world, perfectionism need to be when I produce a song, the mix need to be perfect, everything need to be perfect, and then of course photos, and but I just can drive people crazy. Some people don't want to work with me, I think, because I just hear things. How can we have that thin line between perfectionism, the knowing to say, okay, the fear is coming here, the insecurities are coming here, enough.
Yes.
How
Well,
can
one
we
thing I
define
know,
that?
one thing my teacher taught me, he said, get it done.
Mm,
That's his thing. Because your book, if is better out there in the world serving,
yeah,
even if it's not perfect, because
yeah.
let's face it, perfection doesn't exist.
Even
It
not
is,
in
it is a
nature. Yeah,
phantom. It is a
exactly.
phantom. It doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
exist. So it's only just the insecurities in the mind that's trying
That's
to
right.
make something
Yeah,
perfect. But there's always going to be someone who reads that or finds that like and goes,
yeah.
no, this sucks. This is not.
Mm,
So even you yourself, you've got to get over it. Yeah. Like
right, right.
and I know that I have programs out there that I've had been like, oh, I don't even know this, is this even doing something? This is crap, right? And then I've had people that program has saved people's
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
Like I've had
Yeah.
someone write to me and say, one of my first programs, which I'm actually going to be offering today, it's called the 7 Days Reprogram Your Mind. And I'm going to give that
Right.
for free to your listeners today if they want, and
Wonderful.
also my book. And when I first produced those 7 days, I honestly was like, this is crap. Like I was like, but
But
inside a voice said, this is not crap.
good. Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
the ego mind is
Ah,
always trying to pull us down
yeah.
and is always
Yeah.
trying to limit us,
Mm,
right? And
mm.
then there's another voice inside, the voice of wisdom, the voice of our soul that was like, hey, listen, this is not crap. This is good. Is
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
amazing?
Yeah.
No, maybe it's not amazing
Mm.
in your eyes, but it's good enough. It's good
Yes.
enough. Let
Let's go.
go, release, and get it out there.
Yeah.
And luckily, I had deadlines. I had the Vishen Lakhani from Mind Valley
Oh,
was,
wow.
gave me the opportunity to put something on their Omvana app, and then they
Fantastic.
wanted it by a certain date. So I was like, like I gotta let it go. Here it
Yeah.
is. It's ready. Bye bye. And that program has literally saved someone's life. So
Wonderful.
thank goodness I could get over my ego trip and
Yeah.
then just like, I've been doing this for years. I've been saying this for years. And this is a powerful message. I see people being touched by it. Could the program be better? Yes. Is it the best program I've ever done? Like, as I said, is it up to me to judge, or is it up to the people who it inspires, right? So I think that ability to be able to be in that creative flow, but also understand that in 10 years, in 5 years, you're going to look back and go, that sucked anyway. Like you're progressing as an artist, you're
Exactly.
progressing. So
Exactly.
however great you make it, there's going to be a time you're going to look back and go, I don't
Exactly.
know about that. Okay. Because you become more masterful, you've become better at
Exactly.
what you do, right?
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
how it needs to be. You
Exactly.
get better and better and better. So
Yeah.
5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're going to look back at whatever you've created today that gave you so much, pain and whatever, and go, oh, yeah, yeah, because you're
I
going to be
know. I know.
ahead.
I know. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And now, just to end with that, as you said, we need to reinvent ourselves. And I've been following you as usual. You're doing fantastic stuff on the social media because you are unstoppable. And I'm so glad that you can give the viewers that new program. So, could you share with us, first of all, if you're doing a big online workshop, so people, for the new year is coming. So
Mhm.
people need, and that's what I'm doing, despite of the pandemic, it's the opposite. It's the opportunity for people to look inside them. That's why I'm doing that podcast, is to let people use this opportunity to grow. So share with us, what are the plans and how can people get in touch with you to gain from your wisdom?
Thank you, sweetheart. So we are privileged to be able to offer what we call the Own Your Superstar 3-day event online. So you can join us from anywhere in the world. We do these events, we're going to be doing them frequently. So
Yeah.
next year, for example, this year we've done 3, and we're doing one more on the 11th, 12th, and 13th of December. We will do
Okay.
our last one for this year, right? So that's 11, 12, it's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
11, 12, and 13 of December. And we will do, it's 5 hours a day investment. So it's stretching yourself, but it's
Yeah.
not, when we do it face to face, we usually do like 9 hours. So
Yes.
it's made for, we've adapted it for online. So it's five
Okay.
hours a day. You come, we rock it out. This event is for anybody that feels like, the potential that's inside of me, I
Mm.
haven't managed to get
Yeah.
it all out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I keep getting in my own way. My
Yeah.
mind, my mind is always on the negative and
Yeah.
never, on what's going well in my life. If you're feeling like you want to get energized and get really, just be around people that are
Yeah.
going to inspire you to
Mm.
feel differently. Like I literally want you to come off of day one going, I already feel different. Like
Like
it
we
took me
did in your
5 hours
workshop. Yeah,
and I don't
yeah,
know how the hell this has
yeah.
happened, but I'm already feeling completely different as the
Brilliant.
person who started this,
Fantastic.
5 hours ago. So it's really about that inner work. And if you go to my website and get the free offering that will give you access to our to our newsletter where we'll be sending information for you
Okay.
to be able to join us. So free for you on the website is my 7 days reprogram your mind, which is I guarantee you going to boost your well-being, right? Your internal dialogue with
Yeah,
yourself is
yeah,
going to
yeah.
shift after you've listened to that. And then you can also get my international best-selling book. You can get a copy of that for free as well. So those two things are waiting for you at themahimamindset.com. So the, and then my name, Mahima, Mahima mindset.com. So you just go over there, the mahimamindset.com, and you have two gifts waiting for you. And if you
Wow.
want to join our 3-day event, the next one is happening in December. And if you're hearing this after, then we're definitely going to do another one
Yeah.
soon, Jan or February. So, and once you're on our mailing list, we'll be able to inform you about all of that juiciness.
Fantastic. I am going to put in the description of this video, I will put your website so people will be able to see you. What can I say? I could chat with you forever. And it was an honor to talk to you. And I can tell you, everyone, and I'm in this world, I've been forever, did so many work on myself. But if you really want a boost, just go to this 7 days free workshop and see it for yourself. Just go there. Just give it to yourself.
Yes. So just to correct, it's a 3-day event, but what you're going to get for free is my 7 days reprogram your
Okay.
mind. And this is an online journey you can do by yourself. It just requires 15 minutes a day. And
Wow.
you're going to be in a different stratosphere. So that's just something I'm going to give you as a gift. One of the programs that I've created to help people create transformation. And if you're feeling that and you're like, ooh, we want more, then come and join our 3-day event.
Fantastic, fantastic. So all what I can say, thank you very much. Keep the wonderful work that you're doing to the world, to people. And I really hope to meet in live again in one of your workshops. Maybe I'll come to sing there one day, my
Oh, that would be
motivational
amazing.
songs.
I would love that.
We will meet again, that's for sure. So thank you,
You.
Mahima, and I'll send all the information, and best of luck with everything.
Thanks,
Okay,
everyone. It's been a
bye.
joy to be here and a privilege to meet you, beautiful angel, and just speak with you. Thanks for doing the work you do. The world needs it. So I'm privileged and honored. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you. Bye. Bye
everyone. Thank you
bye.
later.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.